And welcome to another look at what's new in Visual Studio Team Services. I'm Alex Nichols, a program manager on the VSTS team. And in this video, I'm going to take a look at some of the new features in VSTS Sprint 131 update, which is rolling out March 2018. So let's dive into the release notes here. And we'll see right away that there's some new features inside of work, and build and release in particular. So I'm going to jump to work for a minute. And first is the Work Items Hub. And this is about bringing important work right in front and center in your workflow. It's a great place to start your day with. We got pivots like assigned to me, following, mentioned. This is a great place to stop. This has been in preview for a while, so we're now bringing it generally available. So you'll start to notice it soon. The other one is at current iteration, and this is in when you're working with queries. So now you can offset. You can go plus or minus iteration. And this allows you to go up and down your schedule and see across work without having to edit queries every sprint. All right, down in build a release though, I want to really focus in on Azure DevOps Project, and I'll do that starting here by jumping into the Azure portal. Because Azure DevOps projects, they bring the full power of VSTS right into the Azure portal. As someone who's written these long deployment documents in the past and worked with infrastructure and deploying, that was tedious. That was a hard work. And something like this DevOps project here, it just puts all that away. Those days are in the past of these manual deployments. So I can click and create a new DevOps project here. And right away, I'll see that this isn't the old Microsoft. We've got .NET on Windows for sure, but you'll see Java, you'll see PHP, you'll see Node, Python. This is the new Microsoft. So I'm gonna start with .NET here as an example, and with .NET Core. And after selecting the language and the framework, now I get to select the infrastructure that I want to use and which Azure service. You can do web app, use app service. You can do web app for containers, or this new option in this sprint, we've got the virtual machine as an option here where you can retain some of that lower level control over your app. I'm gonna go ahead and select that one. And now whether or not you have a VSTS account already, we'll get one created for you. I'm going to select an existing one from the list I've got. And after punching in a name, project name, and in this case, since I selected virtual machine, I've got to also provide a username and password. All right, there we go. And click Done. And that's it. Now behind the scenes, Visual Studio Team Services and Azure will work together to set up a full end-to-end DevOps pipeline. So with that, that's going to allow developers to take all that value that they're adding into the application and get that all the way out to end users and into their hands. It's just so powerful. So once that's done, I can go ahead and click one. I've got one already set up. That'll take a few minutes. And when this comes up, we'll see that it really gives you this full view of your project. It starts off with the CI/CD pipeline, which is where we see our code, the latest commit, the build, latest release. Over here we can see the Azure resources that are set up. So in this case, I've got that virtual machine and it's running. And then even application insights telemetry out of the app, right here in one view. If I click this link right here, I'll see the Hello World application that was deployed when I created the project. And now, you might be thinking, hey, this is yet another Microsoft Hello World, super simple tutorial. Well, we get it. There's more. It gets better. Because you can take that Hello World and, yeah, you can start there and extend from it. I can go back to the DevOps project and I can click one of these deep links, and now I jump right into VSTS. And this is into the Git repository, where it behaves just like I'd expect. I can clone this repo using any of the IDEs that I'm familiar with, make a change, push it back, And the continuous integration build will kick off, build, release will kick off, and deploy it out to that virtual machine. But it gets even better because this build, it's fully customizable. I can edit this. So I can come in here, edit the build definition. And let's say that, you know what, I don't want to use that hello world. I don't want to extend it. I want to take my code from somewhere else. I got code from elsewhere. So instead of from VSTS, I can take my code from GitHub. We've got you. We got you where you are. We can meet you where your code's at, and you can bring that with you. So after a couple steps here of authorizing my connection to GitHub, I can set that up, save the definition, and queue and deploy that next build, and it'll pull down that code all the way down from GitHub and go ahead and release it. So just to kind of recap that, in just a few clicks, I was able to get a full pipeline set up, get it connected up between VSTS, Azure, so that when any developer can make a code change and get that committed up, the code will get pulled down from GitHub, it'll get built, packaged up, deployed out all the way to Azure with telemetry. So with Azure DevOps Project, it's never been easier to get started on your DevOps journey with VSTS and Azure. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up with this video for Sprint 131. Go ahead and check out VSTS. This is where you can plan together, you can code together, and you can just ship faster. So thanks for watching, and go ahead and subscribe for more videos.